Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Noarina from class SR111004A. Today I want to share an interesting place for tourists that I have chosen is Raglan, New Zealand. So this is the agenda on the slide. Number 1 is background Raglan. Second is SWOT analysis. Next is development of sport tourism industry in Raglan. Involvement of government and private sector towards sport tourism industry. Next is positive and negative impact of sport tourism and the business growth perspective. And lastly is issue and problem of the development of sport tourism. So in this slide, I will explain about background in Raglan. In the late 18th century, the Ngati Mahanga Iwi occupied the area around Raglan. There are at least 81 archaeological sites. The place the early Te Arawa explorer Kahumata Momo with his nephew Ihinga visited on their expedition from Maketu. Adopted in 1858, the name Raglan pay homage to Fitzroy Somerset, First Lord Raglan. And lastly, tourism and the art are significant contributor to the current economy. Next is SWOT analysis. S stands for the strength. Raglan has many tourist strengths that can enabling it to be among the world top 20 destinations if it take advantage and profit from this strength adequately. This is because nature is very beautiful and able to do various activities. So the next is W stands for weakness. There are some tourists who do not take care of their behavior and responsibility. Because this Raglan has a beautiful environment, there are visitors who throw garbage everywhere and damage the natural treasure. The next is O, stand for opportunity. There are many legitimate agencies that can help with matters involving tourist place and activities, and also the staff who manage a place. The next is T, stand for threats. Direct threats, particularly to the environment and natural resources, are mostly associated with the deterioration and modification of natural landscape as well as change in land use and occupation brought on by the development of the hotels and megatourism projects. In this page, I will explain type of sport tourism. The type of sport I choose is active sport tourism, which is kayaking and paddleboarding. It's because when someone travels for another reason but include active participation in their preferred sport as a key component of their trip experience, this is known as active sport tourism. This is due to the fact that Raglan is a location with a variety of athletic activity that may be done in spare time. For example, kayaking and paddleboarding, which will be explained shortly. In addition, visitors can marvel at the area's distinctive natural mountains and beach. So this is the development of sport tourism industry in Raglan. We have Titoto Gorge. It has a great view, quiet and perfect place for healing. It's located at 318 Wanga Road, Raglan, 3297 New Zealand, close to Kareo Summit Track. There are many tourists climbing this mountain to get a beautiful view of the sea. The second one is horse riding. It's also get tourists a new experience, have knowledge of horse riding and can see a beautiful sunset. And the last one is Mount Karya Summit. It is ancient volcano, has a good natural view and suitable for hiking too. Next is involvement of government and private sector towards sport tourism industry. So the first I will explain is about government. The highway facility was built by the Raglan Highway Board in 1868, and the government is expanding tourism infrastructure fund to repair public toilet and parking place. The second one is private sector. It has a very stable agency, restaurant, cafe nearby, hotels and resort. So next is facility development, education and training provided. It have a guided and tours. There are several packages that are specified and provided with different fees. This is because tourists can book activities according to experience and purpose. Next is merchandise. They also sell clothes and hats for tourists to buy as souvenirs. In addition, you can expand the names of places and activities. Finally is information website. They also have a website that has a lot of information about packages, prices, and contactable employees. It becomes easier for tourists who are interested in the activity. Positive and negative impact of sport tourism and the business growth perspective. Positive. Got a lot of interesting feedback in the comment section of the agency website about Raglan, and get attention abroad with the unique of the environment. And lastly, tourism in Raglan is increasing and spreading. So the next is negative: overcrowding, environmental pollution, and noise pollution. And lastly, business growth, creating increased employment, tax revenue is earned. Sport tourism in Raglan can contribute to the many cities as a major economic contributor. And the last slide is issue and problem of the development of sport tourism is whether irresponsible tourist behavior and scammer travel agency. So the next is recommendation for future development. Number 1 is set up a legitimate agency and strengthen the law there. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.